As you guys know, I am a marketer and I'm a big fan of marketing, but as I have always said, a great product is the best marketing tool that you can have. Today, we're gonna meet someone whose product is so good that I've been a repeat customer of his for the last couple of years, I think. So, everyone, here is Jay, owner of CJ Barbers in Rothwell. You are 25 years old now, right?
Yeah, nearly 26.
Nearly 26. Bro, when did you realize that being a barber was your calling? That was the thing you're gonna do?
Started a while ago, probably maybe 10 years ago, 13 years ago, when I was a bit younger. But yeah, kind of just grew passion for it and wanted to do it when I was maybe 16, like properly.
When did you first cut your hair?
Man, me and my brothers used to play around with the clippers when we were young, like real young, maybe like 12. And then just kept going from there.
Right. So you knew back then that this is what you wanted to
I
do?
didn't know, but there was a good feeling.
So what do you reckon, what made you decide like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do, like properly?
I knew that the way I cut hair, the young people come in.
Yeah.
Thought I could kind of maybe guide the way for the younger generation and let them know, and then being that barber that everyone comes to, kids love it.
Yeah.
And when they come in, you get to see them change.
What was your first proper gig at being a barber?
That was when I moved down here. Probably the important barbers in the city. Very different clientele of like more your businessmen, your older men, and me being a young barber. Nobody was really listening what I was saying, and then I kind of had to stop and listen as well. And that's when I kind of knew that the barber game down here was pretty big.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that was your first gig, was when you moved down here?
Now I worked in Townsville, proper gigs down here.
Yeah, so before that, what you did was just friends' hair.
Yeah, I worked in a barbershop with all hairdressers.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
So it wasn't really, I guess, the cool thing to do there. So tried different outlets, but yeah, down here was a lot better.
So you're working at an emporium in the city, but now we're standing at your own place, man.
I know, man.
How did that happen?
But I just ran into a really good person. He kind of seen everything in me. He go, let's go. He wants to invest, and then just met him halfway.
When did you meet him?
I got 5 years ago.
5 years ago,
Yeah.
while you were working as a barber?
Yeah, he was cutting his hair, and then he kept on seeing me like weekly, back to back to back. And then he reckoned, man, I need to do it by myself.
So he was the one who convinced you
Yeah,
to open it?
yeah.
Oh shit, why would you trust him?
But he was a good guy. Yeah.
Let's keep talking, but first, I look pretty cook right now, so I need you to take care of me, man.
You know, I got you.
Alright. How many shops do you have altogether?
Me, I got two.
Two?
I got one here, and then I got another one in Dolmia.
There's so many barbershops out there, but they're not able to multiply and grow the way you guys are. And at the speed at which you guys are doing, I still remember walking into this place like first day, and this was like packed within a month. It was just you. Yeah, you didn't even have that many staff on board. So, in your opinion, what do you think makes the best barbershops perform so well?
Listening to your clients. You know, like at the end of the day, like you come in and you can tell me whatever you want. If I try to give you a better haircut or whatever, then it's not what you want. I'm not really gonna like it.
What's the key difference between a good barbershop and a bad barbershop?
Well, you know, if we get people coming in here and we give them exactly what they want, we'll go happy every time.
So do you think a lot of people don't do that?
Barbers kind of like want to do so many different haircuts on so many different people. You know, and sometimes not really understanding the shape or nothing. You just really got to understand how you kind of look, and then you hit it on the head.
And how do you like get that out of people? Because I know a lot of people come in, they're like, oh bro, I don't know what to do with my hair. That was me when I came in. I used to like go through barber after barber, and I would never like find something that I really like. But then you helped me figure out something that might be good for like my face shape and the way my hair flows and everything. Talk me through that process. How did that work, bro?
So it's like, so because I've been barbering for a while, I can understand the shape of your head, the way that would suit your haircut. So it's more just like really knowing a very classy look. So if you wanted to get in the business and I guess more street out there, so many different haircuts, but at the end of the day, if it doesn't suit the head shape, it's not going to work. It's simply fine. So actually, I educate a lot of barbers. So most of the boys here are apprentices that I've taught. They do the same thing. One comes in, you do what they say. Because then, you know, you're going to give them a good haircut. And then if you know the shape of the head, kind of explain it to them. And then you can kind of change the haircut like I don't see.
One thing is, every time I come in here for a haircut, there is a gigantic fucking line waiting for this guy specifically. Clearly, it's because he's good, that he knows what he's doing. That's also something you don't see a lot at most barbershops. You just go in, whoever's free just takes you, and you don't really know them, whatever. And it's not like a big deal. But people come here specifically for you and wait for you for like 1-2 hours. How do you do that, bro?
Must be good looking.
Apart from that.
I mean, the big thing is that, you gotta come in here with a lot of energy. There's a lot of people that come in here, there's a lot of different energies that come into the shop. And if these are the most energy and you're trying to bring the most energy, people attract to that. So it's more just letting them know that, we're very active, they're very hard-based, and they're good crew to be around. But when they wait for me, you give them what they want, soft hands, like it's the whole service that comes with it. It's not just the haircut. Most clients that come in here, they're either going through something, and it's like a therapy for them, mate. You come in and talk to your barber, you can tell your barber anything, walk out feeling confident, looking confident. And the biggest thing is just listening to them, because then they'll come back.
So you think it's not just the haircut, it's the relationship they have with you as a barber that makes them keep coming back?
Me personally, I don't think a haircut has anything to do with it. Networking is massive. If you come in and try to make friends with all your clients, they'll love you and they'll keep on coming back. So then it's more like a situation of, oh, you're just a cool person. I love having a chat with clients that have been coming to me for over 6 years. And man, I'm not going to say I've always given a good haircut on them. It's a conversation that I give them. They walk out feeling a little bit better about themselves, and I feel a bit better about myself because, I made it happen.
Do you ever get people come in saying they want a haircut, but then you just know like, ah, shit, this is not gonna look good on you, bro? What do you do in that situation?
Me personally, I would tell them, and I would try and explain it to them, because you can't just tell them without an explanation, because then they'll just think you're either hating on them or you don't like the way they're looking or whatever. But if I can give a good opinion and say like, look, not the best way to do it, you kind of steer them out and give them a better haircut, and then make them feel 20 times better about themselves, and then they kind of realize that it wouldn't suit them. And then if you explain it properly, they don't mind.
How do you find the best haircut for yourself? Because I know a lot of guys that struggle with this. They want a good haircut, but they just can't find the right thing that sort of suits them and that sort of works really well for them. So how do you find for yourself, especially as someone who doesn't know much about hair, how do you find the right haircut for yourself?
Me, I would never say come in and show a photo. I'd say come in and talk to the barber, explain what you want, and then the barber will kind of make it either fit to your head shape and how it looks, or that's where that's steer to a haircut that's actually a nice haircut for your head. Like anybody would suit any haircut. The way that I say about it is, if you get a haircut and you wear it in confidence, it's a completely different haircut. But because I always say, if you're going out and you're looking good and feeling good, confidence is there. So it doesn't matter how you look. If they're not walking out confident, then they're not going to be confident for the next week or two. So it's more just making them feel comfortable and confident and making sure they like the haircut.
It's not just you now. Like when this place started, it was just you doing most of the stuff. But now you got like a proper big team here. You got a team over at Belmere. There's other people now repping the CJ brand and then upholding that promise of quality that you started off. How'd you go with building that team, bro? Like building a team that delivers?
One of the scariest things for me went into it. So because I did train up my barbers, I got full confidence in them. The biggest thing for me was, in order to have more staff on, the quality's got to change a little bit. Not every haircut leaving the shop can be my quality. So that's where all these other barbers that work for me, you get to see them grow into their own type of barber. And they've all done it. It took them a while, but they all got there, and now I can happily say I got the best crew.
What's your approach to training like employees? Because I know a lot of people just like hire people and they're like, all right, you start Monday and just go.
Yep.
But training is the biggest thing that makes the difference between like an average or a bad employee and like a great one.
Yep.
So what's your thoughts on it?
Me, I can train anybody, like anybody. And it's although with a good company, 4 barbers, I used to do a lot of trainings as well. But you just gotta put your time and attention into them. Like, it's very hard to give your time to somebody that actually doesn't know what they're doing. They're struggling with it, and if you don't have the time and patience, it will never happen. But me, I just had a lot of patience, a lot of time, and maybe took a little bit of a grind. Now it's the boys are boys. They're really good. They got their own clientele now. Some of them even stole my clientele, so it's good. You get to see them grow.
Thanks for the sick cut. So finally, one last question for you. For anyone wanting to start any sort of business out there, what's your biggest piece of advice?
Do it. Jump in the deep end and do it. I'm not gonna say it's hard, but I learned a lot while doing it. All hands on for me. So I think jump in the deep end and swim.
Perfect. Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much for the cut, bro.
Thank you, my boy.
Awesome. Tell the people how to find you, where to find you.
CJ Barbers Rothwell, CJ Barbers Belmere, great staff. All the boys Instagram, I got Instagram. Give us a follow and make sure you follow these boys.
Catch you guys later. Bye.